New England Patriots on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked up by Cooper DeJean.
Looking at that play, Mike, there's really no fault on the offense there. That's just an incredible read defensively from the get-go. This is a short, safer pass. They've talked all week. Let's get an early completion. Settle in our quarterback. And what happens? The defender steps in front. He's able to make the pick. And that is the fast start this defense was hoping and talking about all week.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. They'll run with the second-round pick in the April draft. They'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Forced out wide. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush line integrity, and he makes them pay.
Only a yard there. Tackle made at the 5. Here comes 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Ready, right?
Now this time they'll look to throw. That is caught.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Man in motion is Smith. Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
They'll run with Damian Martinez. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
They'll run, and this is Ramondre Stevenson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
On second down, it's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Throwing on third down is May. That one's on target for Williams. He's got it. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with.
Good for a Patriots.
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And here comes Martinez. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line.
To throw now. May. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of Knob.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Left side, he's got Henry. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
We're back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that?
Rattle gun, here's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. And the Patriots are on the board. It's 7-3.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Here comes a return from the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Pass all 80. Here we go. Here we go. Pat the 60. Pat the 60. To the 19.
Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Now quick throw, taken in by Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Rolling right, and he is going to have an Eagles first down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short game. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 9.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 6, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Here we go.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Seventy Rangers. Trent Warrior, 70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Throwing now from the gun. Godwin working the right side. And we stop short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. Gets this one into the hands of his receiver, Godwin.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down. Had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Ready, set.
Second and 11.
Set. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because the quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
It's the tight end, Njoku. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Philadelphia.
70 Timberwolves. Viking 18.
We'll go right back to Njoku. He's got it again. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Ready.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Cowboy 80. Cougar 19. Ready.
Forced to his right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
What's that? Eddie, what's that?
To throw on 1st down is May. That's caught by Martinez. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
Five. What's that? Crazy. Eddie, what's that?
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Ball in by the tight end, Henry. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
That's right side and brought in by Williams. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Throw again is May. He'll find Stevenson out of the backfield. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 14.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 20.
On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
Charger. Ready.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready up.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Cougar 19.
Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. He'll look to throw.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. We're out of the gun. They give it to Barkley. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
70, Timberwolves. 18 Cardinals.
Now this time they'll look to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's complete to A.J. Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles extend it to a 21-6 advantage.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball is going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Start this on the ground with Martinez. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Out of the gun, here's May. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Garfield.
To run out of gun with Martinez. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
2nd and 11.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
30, Crazy. What's that? What's that? Crazy.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Working out of the gun. It's May. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's May. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. It's a pickup of 14. And the decision to go for it pays off.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
May gonna look to throw. Short pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They face 2nd down and 7.
At the 14-yard line.
Here goes that.
Now, May. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal for his team.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
To throw now, May. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow, it is incomplete.
While he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. Once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
What's up? Can't. Five. Crazy.
Here's May again. Moving to his right. He keeps it, and he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Great May. Touchdown, New England. His second rushing touchdown of the year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive, because they've still got some work to do.
Patriots 13. Andres Borregales to kick off.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
Their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys...
Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They've got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Ready? 18, 5 here.
Man in motion is Smith. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep is Marcus Jones. This brought in out past the 20. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds.
At their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. To throw is May. Will spot Henry open downfield. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. First down, New England.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is May. Left side, he's got Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That one out of the reach. Now the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. May to throw again. That is caught for 3. And he'll take it on in. Romeo Doubs. Touchdown, Patriots. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line
May
up
to the air once more. That's incomplete. Oh, they were going for the conversion to get this thing even. Instead, it will remain a 2-point game. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. He'll start at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
Pat the 60, pat the 60. Come on. Hit. 70 Timberwolves. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Godwin working the right side. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll drop to throw. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll look to throw.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ready. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down.
60 Vikings, go!
Now they'll set up to throw.
Great reaction by the defense. His first move, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself. But they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, that's Godwin. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. Works out as they convert on 4th down.
Cowboy 8.
49-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this.
Okay,
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18 Company.
Now this is going to be a design run. They'll let him keep it, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Talk things over before 3rd down.
Tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. 18 Cardinal. 18. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And on 3rd down, what they're trying to do, Mike, is just get the ball out of his hands quickly and into the hands of one of his playmakers, but he just doesn't focus through the catch. Lapse of concentration, ends up in a drop, and falls incomplete.
60 Vikings.
Back to throw. That is incomplete. He couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the 1st down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other side.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, start. Ready.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made an comfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
And 10 yards.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Crazy. Five. Crazy.
Throwing on third down is May. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Hey, what's up? Crazy.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Finding yourself down to your final timeout,
Tell him
this
get off
is the
field.
moment. This is the
Tell him
drive
get off
that you
field.
have to find a way to extend if you're going to claw yourself back into this game. But the defense comes up with a huge stop, and that will all but end this game.
So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Foxborough.